Good morning, it's Monday. I'm looking awful. I haven't washed my hair all weekend. I had an awful night last night. Oh, my husband was on call all weekend and yeah, he was in most of the time, but he came home at one point and then got a call out late last night and didn't come back till late, I don't even know when, and it just really disturbs me in that I just never know where he is. Is he like on the motorway, had a crash? It just really, I just hate it. Anyway, so now he's knackered and now working again. But the good news is my au pair is back. I had the worst week last week because I missed Tilly's parents' evening. I missed loads of events. The kid turned up to school in the wrong uniform. And yeah, I could write a massive list of everything that went wrong last week because I literally just can't manage to work and get my children to the right places at the right times. So it was awful. So I'm so pleased she's back. The reason why we have an au pair is because we live millions and millions of miles away from any parents at all. And my parents are like 4.5 hours and his parents are like 4.5 hours another way, and we literally have just no help. So it is amazing. Oh, it's looking beautiful this morning. This is my first proper morning out in ages. I went out a bit last week, but I've left Laura doing the porridge for them. Oh, look at that. It's literally beautiful. And the walk down here, let me flip it round. I'm going to show you. It's stunning. I need to come down here and do some photos, I think. You can hear the weir to my left here, but this, like when the leaves turn here, it is absolutely stunning. Like the light coming through is gorgeous as well. I love this. The leaves are starting to fall, but I want these to start turning because the photos down this bit here are wow. So today I've got quite a busy one. I've got loads of editing to do, and I didn't really get much work done last week. I've got loads of fabric orders to organise and get myself sorted. Even though it's half term, I still have to kind of work through it. So I've got, Laura's going to take them to the park, which will give me a bit of time this morning, and I really need to just sit and get on. I tend to just faff and then go, oh, I didn't get what I was meant to do done. So my plan today is to literally just sit, get some start editing. It's the starting which gets me. Once I'm in it, I'm on a roll and I can just plough through. But I did a photo shoot on Saturday morning for a family, and I think I took about 500 photos, so way too many. And yeah, it's going to take hours to sift through all that. So I'm going to do that this morning, and then we're hopefully heading to a friend's house for tea this afternoon to meet their new dog. Everybody in lockdown has got a dog, apart from us, it seems. Everybody, I'm not joking, like literally everyone we know. So we're going to go over to meet their new dog and say hello. We haven't met them yet, the dog yet, and have some tea. So I'm looking forward to that, and then I can hopefully switch off for a bit and feel like I am being a proper mummy, doing a little bit of half-term stuff. Everybody else I know is away. They're all in a hot country having a whale of a time by the pool. I need to get my act together and book something. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I'm walking along the very gloomy weather river. There's not many dog walkers out today. It's pretty grim. Yeah, I'm heading out to, I was going to say to run. I did run yesterday. I didn't even come on here yesterday because we had millions of children over at our house for a play date, and for obvious reasons I don't like to record other kids, plus my house was just a tip. Didn't really want to show you that. It still is now actually. So I've escaped. My lovely au pair is on duty this morning, and so I'm going to do this, and then I've got a meeting this morning. I've got to edit, and then we are heading to the cinema. I feel really bad that we're not doing anything exciting for half term. We're heading to Norfolk at the end of the week to go and see my sister. So my sister owns holiday cottages in Norfolk, and we often go and see her and stay with her. So we're going to go and do that. We haven't seen them since before the summer now. So that'll be really nice, and then we will be doing some Halloween things then, but we're not really doing anything that exciting. I know lots of people that are away, lots of people have their husbands off. My husband is working, so oh, we're in the tunnel. It's a bit echoey. This is my favourite view here coming up. I often take photos here on my Instagram. Builders. Yeah, so I'm heading to we're going to the cinema. We're going to go to see the Addams Family, which I normally sit in the cinema and think I don't have time to do this, I should be doing other stuff, but I feel like it would be good for my children to do something exciting. I feel a bit mean. I literally went to the park yesterday, yeah, and there was nobody in the park. I think everybody's away. So yeah, we're going to go to the cinema, so they're very excited by that. I think Matilda was more excited about the sweets than the actual film. But anyway, so that is the plan. I might come back on here later, but I might not, and I might just end up recording towards the end of the week when we're actually doing more exciting things. Tomorrow I've got meetings all morning, so I might take you with me for that. And Friday I have 2, so it's like a busy working half-term week, really. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit guilty. I actually managed to do a run today, which I'm really impressed with myself. Literally, it was about 4 minutes, but still, compared to what I was doing in lockdown, I was doing like, well, I was going to say I was doing 5k. I think I was doing 5k by the end, but I did couch to 5k. So this is the river here. There's normally loads of cows over there. They must have moved them. It's really quiet today. I think because it's a bit of a grey day. I normally see all my regular dog walkers. I've only seen a couple. So either I'm late or they've decided not to come out because it's a bit grim. So up here is my stairs of death. And so when I was doing really sort of concentrating on my diet more than I am now, I would climb these like every day. So they go right the way, you can't even see, up to the top, which is like right up there. And so after you've done a run and then you do these, they're like a killer. And I've seen like real fitness people going up and down them. They're quite dodgy actually. They're not really made that well. I think probably the council just come and do it, or the parish council maybe, I don't know. But yeah, they probably need doing. This side here seems to be held up by a log. Oh, I'm falling down. They're really steep, and just by the time you get halfway up, you're just like, oh, why am I doing this? But they're quite good. So when I first used to walk up these, I couldn't breathe. Well, it sounds like I can't breathe now, but when I got to the top, I was like, and now obviously I'm a bit like that, but not as bad. So I'm gonna walk up the stairs of death now. You can see what they're like. Whoa, I love the fact the leaves are turning. They're all turning slowly. A bit green this end, but they are turning. Can't wait to get photos out here. Good morning. It's I was gonna say it's Friday, it's Thursday. I'm just getting ready. I'm putting my little socks on and boots. I love these boots. They're so comfy and just so nice. I wish I'd got them in black too, because they're just like, oh. I'm actually going out for brunch probably by the time I get there. I'm going out to meet a friend from Instagram who I've met quite a few times now, and I quite like meeting her because I find that Instagram is a world that I just don't understand sometimes, and it's quite nice to speak to other people and learn about how the world works. I mean, it's very difficult because there's no sort of guide on like what to charge for collaborations or who to work with and what kind of the etiquette is and all that sort of thing. So it's really nice to have like friends that are actually doing this sort of thing too. So I'm off to meet her, which will be really nice. I'm going to Harrogate. I've got on my Aurelia jumper, which I absolutely love. I'm going to put a link for this below. Look at that, it's so nice. It's so warm. Feeling like I'm going to be a bit hot in there. I've got to detangle my necklace too because it's all tangled together. And I tried to do that technique where you twist the two together, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm obviously doing it wrong. So this morning I packed my husband off to his parents with the children, and I've realised that this is the first time, get this, in forever, so Phoebe's 9, that he has ever had the children on his own without me, which I'm just like, how has this even happened? Oh, when I got my nails done yesterday, I'm really pleased with the colour. Can you see that? Really like a sort of berry red, really nice. Anyway, so yeah, I can't believe this is, how has this happened? And I said to him, yeah, so you've got to check Matilda isn't falling out of the bed before you go to bed. And I was like, check Phoebe's not put the coat, and he was like, oh right. And I was like, he's not going to bother doing that, I bet. And but I always check them all before I go to bed, and he doesn't do that. And I said, you've got to check whether Raf's got enough milk in his cup and all this. And he's like, what? And I'm like, why have I been doing this for years and never had a night off? I feel like I should have booked myself into a spa. Like, what is going on? How has this even happened? And I just bumped into somebody doing a run, and I told them, and they were like, how is that possible? I was like, I don't know. How have I allowed this? I've never had a night on my own where my husband has had to look after my kids until now. I don't understand how this has happened. I'm literally so confused. Anyway, so I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going out for brunch. Then I've got loads of work to do, so I'm going to do work. I really should have booked myself a spa, shouldn't I? And then I'm going to go over to a friend's house tonight who has got an au pair, and I'm taking my au pair. So that'll be really nice to catch up with her. So I'm doing some nice things, and then I'm actually going to meet them tomorrow. So I don't know why I didn't just go today. But I just thought it'd be nice to have a day for me. Yeah, anyway, hope today is fabulous for you, whatever day you're watching this. Hot. Do you think I'm going to be too hot? I feel like I'm going to be hot. I've been running around. I've got to go. I'm late. Bye-bye. Good morning. It's Friday. I'm just packing to head to Norfolk. I'm going to go and meet my husband and the children, who apparently didn't sleep last night. I was like, oh dear. And now he knows what it's like when you're on your own. Anyway, I won't gloat too much. I bet they won't sleep tonight. So I'm just packing up my stuff. I seem to have more stuff though than what I packed for my children. I've got loads already in the car. I've got all the shoes and coats. I'm doing, I have, to be fair, got a lot of work in there. I've got a few dresses for a campaign that I'm shooting. Hopefully this week. I'm weather dependent. Look, the weather is shocking here today. It's all really quite grim in Yorkshire. Let's hope that Norfolk is a bit better. I've just been doing a bit of tidying up downstairs, and I wanted to show you the girls' room and try and get some advice on what you think I should do in that space. Look at this mess. It looks like we own like a plastic shop with all this plastic toys everywhere. So this is the girls' room. I've tried different combinations, but it's quite a small room with tiny little windows. So the idea was we were going to get shutters on the windows, and then I've actually got these, they're like bits of material which have got Velcro around them, and you literally just glue them on. They're the most amazing thing ever. Blackout blinds. Amazon, amazing. I will try and find a link for them because they've changed my life. My husband, when he does nights, we put blackouts everywhere. In fact, we've got it in most rooms now, these blackout blinds just with Velcro that literally, you can't even see the Velcro because it's white and it goes right around the window, and it's over there too. So we've put the girls both together. Unfortunately, we have to share. We've not got enough bedrooms because we have our au pair in this room here. This is our au pair's room here. And because she's in here, she's sort of down, like down the children's end. We could have had Phoebe in here, but at the moment we obviously have an au pair, and that is just, it saves, you know, so many headaches. She's literally amazing. So having an au pair is something that I really want to keep. So therefore, these two have to share. So, excuse this, Matilda's stuck tape to the wall. I think it was actually Phoebe. And we thought by painting the white above it would make it bigger. Basically, Phoebe has grown out of this pink, and we need to change the pink to something else. I'm thinking maybe bunk beds. I'm not a massive fan of bunk beds, but I feel like it might give them more space, even though it's not a very tall room. It's it's just very overcrowded. I feel like we'd have a fight who would go on top though. So if anyone's got bunk beds, I would love to know whether it works for you or not. They both obviously currently sleep in here. We've continued the pink all the way around. You can see there. I quite like that on the door there. But yeah, we just need to figure out a better way of rejigging this room. This is all stuff that is from school, you know, when they bring home his stuff and I'm like, oh, I really want to throw that away, but I can't really just yet. So I pile everything in there. They've both got one each and it just needs sorting out now. Look, it's overflowing. And I haven't really got around to doing it. So that's that. This is a wardrobe of all their clothes inside. It used to be a toy chest of mine, so we've just kind of made it into a wardrobe by putting a rail in the top there. Yeah, I just don't know how to organise their space better. It's just like, I mean, what is that? This is what my husband buys, you know, just to, I think to wind me up, basically. Why on earth do we have a giant pink unicorn? Anyway, so yeah, we need obviously bedside tables. That was like a repaint job that I did about 10 years ago that really need repainting again, and the handles have all come off. So I just need a rethink in here of how I can make this room work for the girls, and make it a bit more grown up. Like, I love the pink, I love all the pretty bunting, but they're just like, they won't even wear really pink clothes anymore, which is kind of up. Matilda will, that's a lie, but Phoebe definitely won't. Blue. I don't think she'll even wear purple. So she's just really not a fan. And I noticed that all the girls, you know, in her year are, you know, they've got much more sophisticated bedrooms. It's much nicer, and I really feel like I need to get my act together on this. Yeah, so I'm not a massive fan of the pink anymore. This is it called Nancy's Blush by Farron Ball, and I really wanted it. I was like, I really want this pink, you know, I want my little girl's room painted pink. As I've said before, for years we've rented, we've never had a house, and so as soon as we did, I was like, that's it, they're gonna have a pink room. I couldn't wait to paint it pink, and as soon as it went on, I was like, oh, I just don't like it. It's like sickly pink. And because he'd like done obviously everywhere, I couldn't really ask him to repaint it. He was like, no. So we were kind of stuck with it, but we've been here now 2.5 years. Phoebe's 9, nearly 10, so I think I need to do something. So I'd love, you know, any ideas that you've got, please put them in the comments below as to what I can do with this space, because Raf's room is just so lovely. This is like our gallery wall down here. We do pictures every year. So Raf's room's here, and it's just, I feel like he could grow with this a lot better. It's a nice grey, you know, tractor bunting. It's not that distasteful. I should definitely say that, because this is my fabric. I sell this on my website, so this is probably an ad. You can put I'll put the link below. It's my tractor print, which can come in any colour and come smaller as well, and I just love it. The green is really nice. So I've lost the hooks to put on there, so I've had to sort of hook them back like that. So he's got little tractor bunting, and these are all his things from when he was a baby, which I'm keeping, which I just love. He's so cute. And yeah, and then he has his bed over here, but again, I've just put this quilt on because he was cold last night, so it doesn't normally have pink. But again, it's quite like a mature bedroom. It's quite like tasteful, I think, I hope. So, and he needs a bed as well. Everyone needs beds, don't they? So yeah, so I don't really know what to do. I mean, I'm tempted to let Raf and Matilda share and let Phoebe have her own room, but I don't know whether that would work. Maybe work for a few years and then I've got to rejig the whole thing. So maybe not. I don't know. The girls hate sharing, but there's no way we could divide the rooms up, really. So we just, and I, you know, even if we didn't have an au pair, I still want a spare room. So I think they're just gonna have to share. I shared with my sister, and I remember, you know, when I got my own room and being like, actually, I don't want my own room. I want to share with my sister, and being really upset. But yeah, so it's quite a nice space, this room. Yeah. Anyway, if you've got any ideas I would love to hear from you. I often get asked about their letters on their door as well. These are from Posh Graffiti, and they've had them like since we were born. I always buy them from there. They're really good. I just literally glue gun them to the door, which probably shouldn't do. But we got these doors off Facebook Buy and Sell. They're great for like pine doors, and if you buy a load in bulk and when they're clearing a house, then you can kind of get them all similar. So they've even got the same handles because we've not bothered to change them. So yeah, I really like the doors. Anyway, I would love to hear what you think we should do with their room, but I think that'll be my project for next year, just to get it organised and sorted. I really want to make it a bit more sophisticated, a bit more grown up in there. The carpet obviously is quite neutral, so I can keep it, you know, nice. It's just kind of like this grey colour throughout. Anyway, right, I really need to get on the road and get to Norfolk, and I'm faffing around. So I will speak to you all probably now when I'm in Norfolk. I didn't even film yesterday. I had an amazing time for lunch with my friend. We went to the Wild Plum in Harrogate, which again I will put a link for below. It is amazing. It's amazing.